Yo! What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Blitz Stellar Cup. This is the third and final day. Prove your skill number 3. There are 8 teams left. And of those 8 teams, 4 of them will be qualifying for the top 8 tournament. At least it is likely that 4 of these teams will. We can go over that in a minute, but we've got 8 teams left if you look at the third stage. Naps, Reggie, Purple, Ghost, 7 Elk, Straight, Hated, and Alev. These are your final 8 teams. The winner of each group will qualify to top 8, as well as the top 8 teams, as well as the next 2 highest teams by cups. So if I go ahead and share what the cups are looking like, zoom in a little bit, we've already seen Joker, Origin, Ponda Leverage are in. Now, 2 teams will win today and they will qualify directly to top 8. And then the next 2 highest teams by cups. So Aleph, Purple, and Reggie are all fighting for those 2 of those spots. Excuse me. Gosu, who are right now top 8 by cups, they're actually out of this last preview skill, so they could get past here. They could absolutely get past, and that could be pretty scary for them. Because like Reggie, Purple, and Alev, they're pretty close to Gosu in terms of points, but they're all going to gain points today. So Gosu will be overtaken by Reggie. The question is if anyone from middle echelon will pass. Most notably Straight, if they place first or second today, and none of the teams below them end up winning out, then they will qualify for top 8. So they need to get top 2 in their group. And they also need like 7 Elk, Naps, Ghost, and Hated. They can't win. If either of those teams win their group, then Straight is going to have a tough time making top 8. But we are going to be watching Straight today. We're going to be watching group number 2 from Straight's point of view. So that is who we will be watching. And yeah, actually, really quickly, I want to open up the brackets, but I need to switch over to a different page here. And the website always takes forever to load. It's super annoying, but it is loading right now, and here we are. Okay, so we can take a look at the brackets for today. So on group 1, you've got Naps versus Ghost, Reggie versus Purple, and this is a double elimination as always. So the winner moves on to upper finals, loser of each game goes to the lower finals, etc. So your first 4 teams are fighting here. Naps versus Ghost, Reggie versus Purple. Then down here we've got 7 Elk versus Hated, and again we will start with Straight versus Alev. Now Alev have been looking incredible this season so far. They almost beat Origin on first preview skill, and Origin are the defending champions. So the fact that Alev was able to come toe-to-toe with them, going to be pretty tough for Straight today. They have to be top 2, so if they don't beat Alev, they have to beat 7 Elk and Hated. 7 Elk have been a very wild card team. They've been hit or miss, but definitely possible for 7 Elk to do well today. And if 7 Elk, the only way that they can qualify for top 8 is by winning the entire group. So they have to beat Alev, Straight and Hated together. Hated, it's looking tough for them. Their only chance to qualify is a win, and same with most of these other teams. Naps and Ghost, they need to qualify with a win. Reggie is safe as long as no one seated below them wins, or if Straight doesn't pass them. I already described how Straight could pass them. And Purple's pretty much guaranteed in, I think. I don't think Purple can miss out on top 8 at this point, but just because of the way that they've been doing on points, to my knowledge. But yeah, that's how things are looking in terms of the seeding. We've probably got our invite already, so I'm just going to go ahead, switch to the just chatting scene, and we can get the scoreboard all set up for when we do get our invite. And again, we're starting off with Straight versus Alev. So yep, just got my invite. Straight on the left, Alev on the right. Got it. Straight, Alev, and I do have a new icon for Straight. I was using the old one that had a black background and it didn't look very good, but I did get their new icon. It actually looks pretty good. Also saying hello to the chat, we've got Mojays, Pickle, Ominous, Kebab, Sneaky Turtle, Boring Pick already said hello to. There's one Mean Fishy. Yeah, Kebab and I were hanging out in VC before this, and I was watching him play Sekiro, and we've been having a good time. Yeah, it's a Mean Fishy, huh? Yes, I am watching Straight against Alev is the first game. I'm going to step away for a brief second, grab myself a drink, and then we will get right into things. No Arnold Palmer today. I actually do have one, but I just threw it in the fridge, and it's not cold yet, and I don't really want to drink it if it's not cold, because I'm not a big fan of drinking room temperature drinks. Also, I should move my mic closer to me. Hopefully this sounds a little bit better. Now my mic is much closer to my face. It's right here, right below. There we go. Okay, but we got a Gatorade today. Audio sounded a bit like you stuck through a pillow down an echoing hallway. Yeah, my mic was kind of far away. I forgot to move it up. Mabi. Anyway, the maps that we are going to be watching today, this is a best of 5, so we are going to be seeing at least 3 games for every single set today, which is quite nice in my opinion. But we're going to be starting off on Vineyards. Vineyards will be the map for games 1 and 2. 3 and 4 will be on Naval Frontier. Game 5 will be Middleburg. These are all maps that we saw yesterday, interestingly enough. Vineyards, Naval Frontier, and Middleburg. But we will see how things go today. We're watching new teams, thankfully, Straight and Love. We're not watching Hated and Purple play for a 4th time. Hated is in this group, but we won't be seeing them play against Purple anymore, as they are separated, and I don't know if Hated and Purple can both make top 8 at the same time. Anyway, we can go ahead and show the 2 teams here. This is Straight and Alev here on Vineyards, and they've got their lineups mostly picked out here. Y'all may know the Straight team for their interesting strats, and they definitely do have an interesting lineup here. We can go over that momentarily. Alev, first of all, running very meta tanks. There's no real reason for them to run anything different than meta right now. They've got 2 Kronvans, of course, with their high damage clips and their solid armor. The Chieftains, which have very good guns and also reactive armor, which is a consumable that makes them more durable for a certain amount of time, and they can survive longer, take more hits for the team. 2 IS-7s, which are very mobile heavies that have good armor, and they're quite quick, and their guns do hit quite hard with that tungsten shell consumable that makes their alpha damage greater for a certain amount of time. They got a 2 and 5B, which is very similar to the Chieftain. So 3 British heavies, 2 IS-7s, 2 Krons for them. Now Straight are running a very interesting lineup, not something you normally see with double 113 GFT. That's a tank destroyer, and there's 2 of them. You normally don't even see 1, but they're running 2 of them. Not only that, they're running 2 Object 140s, which are lightly armored, but very mobile and high damage per minute tanks. They're just very, not durable, so that's going to be a challenge for them. But they do have 3 Chieftains that they will hopefully use to take all the hits for the team. So a very interesting combination of tanks. And they are on the south spawn to start. On Vineyards, the south spawn tends to be a little bit better in terms of map control. And so maybe their plan is to use those 113s to kind of scare off Alev from any sort of pushes, because Alev will have to likely make some sort of push because it'll be tough for them to keep map control, but maybe they'll have some sort of creative strategy that will put a dent in Straight's plans, because if Straight gets those TDs set up, it could be a challenge for Alev to break through that. Saying hello to more people in chat, we've got Grim, we've got Doma. Welcome, y'all. 34 is a ghost. Yes, very spooky. But yeah, 15 seconds left until the first game here. Remember, neither of these teams are completely eliminated with a loss here. They'll just move to the loser's side, but again, it's a best of 5. Anyway, here's the map introduction for Vineyards. And here we are with game number 1, Straight versus Alev. Just short for Elevate. So we've got Straight and Elevate. They rhyme. And here we are seeing how both teams are going to play. Looks like Straight taking their Object 140s, their medium tanks to the ruins quickly. Their TDs somewhat covering DMG, going to try to cover the A base. Alev, they're being a little bit slow to their lineup here. I mean, they don't have any medium tanks, so nothing's going to be able to quickly cap A for them. But Straight with their 140s are going to be spotting Trim here and could go for a quick and early reset into the base. Alev are going to actually try to double cap it here, see if they can take the cap lead from Kaz5, who's capturing in his tank. But DMG getting a blind reset there. Not a blind reset. Cricket's actually getting shot by the 140s in the corner here, but Zone Kura is here to put big shots into 1VX, who's actually lost half of his health already. Trim is finally able to grab the A base for Alev, but their Chieftain's already lost half of his hit points as well, so things are even at the moment, although Straight is slightly ahead in the caps. They are down on the hit points though. Looks like renamed user taking a few bleeds here. Watachi is in the IS-7, which is a nice low profile tank. And a lot more difficult to shoot than these chieftains are. They're quite soft in terms of heavy tanks. Buck is bleeding a lot. He's getting shot in the rear actually by Mystic. And Straight doesn't seem to have enough control over the Ruins corner here. Mystic's actually able to farm Buck in the rear, and Suoko's just going to cross right through, see if he can go for a kill on Renamed User along with RGK and Watachu. RGK is going to take major damage from behind though, and Buck will see if he can go for the kill here. However, Suoko may be able to get the pick instead. Now Chuchu's going to go in, pick up the kill, but Buck will fall to Suoko and Watachu. So right now things are looking good for Alev. Looking on the Ruin side of things, Dark Magician Girl alone against two Alev tanks. That's not going to be too good. Trim is starting to back up Suoku and Watachu here against tanks Go Chuchu, who's trying his best to farm. He's going to hide behind this building, but Dark Magician Girl does go down in the corner. It was a 2-on-1. Now it's a 4 versus 6 right now, and even though Straight were looking good on the caps at the beginning, they've lost too many tanks. Now the caps have swung into Elevate's favor. Tanks Go Chuchu falling to Trim slightly to the right of the camera field of view, and Suoko will likely go down here. Kaz's going to try to sneak in the kill shot. Not going to be able to do it though. Turn for Trim if you can. Now he goes for Cricket instead. But it is a 3 versus 6. Kaz is going to start taking lots of damage. He falls. Now it's just the Object 140s. The last tanks left alive for Straight. Although Watachi's just going to hold tight. Not allow Straight to push forward here. Alev will capture the B base and prevent any sort of cap issues from occurring. Tachu trading a shot there. He's going to max right into 1vx, who's not able to pick up the kill. Although Barco does get 1 kill on Zone Kura before he falls. Now it's just 1vx left alone against 4 tanks after picking up the kill on Watachu, and down he goes. Alev will take game 1. This was closer than I expected, given the lineup that Straight had. I wasn't entirely sure how they were going to use it. My guess is they're going to try to set up, but the thing that they were missing this game is control over the center. Now they did put 2 chieftains there, but Alev had 2 Kronvons and the IS-7. Those tanks are a lot more durable at holding a center area. The issue with Straight's lineup is they didn't have any really good tanks for holding at that distance, and the IS-7 and the Kronvons were able to put in plenty of damage, get that initial push going, and then once they broke through Straight's defenses, it was just a matter of cleaning up all of the tanks. Anyway, that was game number 1. Game 2, Alev going with a very similar lineup. The only change here seems to be swapping out one of their Kronvons for a T-62A, so they will bring a medium tank of their own here. Straight are actually adding to their mobility though. They do get rid of the tank destroyers, add 2 Kronvons, but in addition to their Object 140, or their double Object 140 I should say, they also add a Bat Chat, so they've got a light tank and 2 mediums. The rest are heavy, whereas Alev only has 1 medium and the rest are heavy. So again, Alev's going to have all of that armor and durability on their side. Straight going for firepower here and mobility. And so now that Straight has the north spawn on Vineyards, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for them to maintain map control. So they're going to have to find some other way of winning on the north spawn here on Vineyards. Again, Alev are up 1-0 right now, so they're feeling a little bit more comfortable, but Straight could definitely equalize here. Again, this team is fighting for a spot in top 8. Alev is basically guaranteed already. If they win this group, which they are the favorites to win this group, or even if they don't win the group, they are likely to qualify for top 8 just based off of points. So they're feeling quite safe, but Straight, on the other hand, could have some issues. They need to get top 2 today, so if they lose to Alev, they're going to have a long loser's side fight to go through in order to make their way back to Grand Finals. Hello, Big Magic Bob, Takefusa, Kaligo, good to have you all in here. Welcome to the stream. We're on game 2 now. And Straight are going directly for the Ruins with their mediums and light tank. They're not even going to try to take the A base. They definitely could have gone for the cap lead play, but it seems like that's not what they're going for here. They want to see if they can cut Alev off in some way. Mystic already spotted in his 2 and 5B. He does spot 1vx. He puts in a nice opening shot, and Chuchu's actually going to have a good clip here. 1's going to go in, 2 are going to go in. Mystic's already taken a good amount of hits, as RGK also takes a big one, but oh no, what happened to Choo Choo? Choo Choo getting nuked on the crossing, Suoko missing the shot, but he needs to get himself out of there, and he could get shot from B. He does, not waiting to get unspotted, and Straight lost a tank in the opening. Trying to go for a sneaky play, and they did put some shots into Mystic, but they lost a tank for it, and things are looking scary for them already. Straight are going to be pushing hard with their 4 heavy tanks into Alev, who are holding B. Looks like their target's going to be Trim here, using his super speed to back himself all the way up now, and now he's in a really nice hull-down position. Look at this right now. This tank's got an incredibly strong turret. Its hull is covered by the hill. Sorry about that camera work. But it's covered by the hill, so it's going to be very difficult for Straight to get the kill on RGK. And now they're a little bit caught out here. They tried pushing forward for the kill, but now they're going to get surrounded by Alev, who come across the other side with their IS-7s. The Chieftains now coming in on top, and Straight are going to find themselves surrounded here. They're going for a kill on Suoko, and they've got the shells to do it. DMG trying to sneak the kill in. Renamed User going to get it instead, but he's going to fall quickly. Kaz will also fall quickly. He's lit on fire at the moment. He goes down. Dark Magician Girl is now alone against how many tanks? 4 of them. And the Object 140s haven't really been super effective this game. They might be able to get the kill on Watachu here, but that's just one medium, and it's taken 2 of their tanks to kill him. Puts another shot into 1VX, who gets the kill, but once again, it is 2 Object 140s against 5 4 LF tanks here. 1VX goes down quickly. Barco, the only one left, he takes 800 damage, and Mystic will pick up the kill. This game a lot faster than the first one. Straight are running interesting strats. I like their ideas, but they're just too light. They're not able to take a beating in any way here. And they are getting crushed at the moment. In game 1, they brought it somewhat close. I'll give them that, within a couple thousand hit points. But this second game, they had no advantage at any point in the game, other than the first couple seconds when they got, you know, a few shots in on Mystic, but then they lost their tank immediately after. So very unfortunate first 2 games for Straight on Naval Frontier. We're going to be going into our 3rd game, which is going to be on Naval. And I think we've seen Alev play on Naval, but I don't think we've seen Straight play on Naval. So this might be a first for us today. And we'll see what they run. Are they going to continue using these interesting strats? Are they going to you know, blend in with the meta a little bit here? Chieftains and IS-7s are very clearly the meta. And they have been running a couple Chieftains, but you know, they're not relying on the heavy tanks to get work done. They're relying on those mediums, and it just hasn't been working out for them. Alev are sticking with the meta. Chieftains, IS-7s, Kron Vons, and the 62A. Very simple lineup here for them. Getting rid of the 2 and 5B. Mystic does like to run that tank, but he didn't have a great game last one, and maybe they're just going to switch him out. But we're seeing some more new tanks here from Straight. Double E3 potentially? That's another tank destroyer. You don't see tank destroyers in this meta. I don't know what they're going to be used for, but they're down 2-0. I'm not sure if this is the time to go for these strats, but I mean, that's what Straight does. That's what DMG does. Everyone on the NA server, well, a lot of people know on the NA server, DMG known for his DMG strats, which, you know, they're creative and sometimes they work, but, you know, oftentimes when you have this difficult meta that's very brawly, taking all these extra tanks could be a bit of a challenge. Anyway, here we are on Naval Frontier. It looks like tanks are still connecting to the game, but Game 3 is about to start, and this could be the final one if Alev are able to pick up a win here. That would send Straight to the loser's side and would make their chances at getting top 8 much more difficult. It's still possible for them, but they need to get top 2 in this group, and having to fight Hated and 7 Elk, I'm not sure how those teams would match up. 7 Elk, I have not yet watched them this season. They've beaten some decent teams. They're not a bad team. They do tend to meme around a lot more than most, but at the same time, it is a team full of good players, so it's not easy to say how that will go. But 11 is going pretty hard into the C side. Straight have kind of split themselves out a little. In fact, renamed user in a position you don't often see on this spawn. You usually do see this position used on the other spawn, but not this one. Kerr is going to get directly into the C base. Buck is going to oppose, but we're not going to be seeing... There is a little bit of a reset there, but Buck is actually going to take a hit for it. And Zone does get the base. He was not reset like I thought he was. So Buck's taking a hit, Barcode's taking a hit. 1VX, though, has not been spotted until just now. He's going to try to sneak in a big shot, but RGK Mystic will both back off here. So 1VX, he was using the Olay camo, by the way. That used to be a rare camo for a long time. Not rare anymore. They gave it away for free not too long ago, but was a very rare camo. Anyway, 11 have the C base, so they are winning on the points. Straight is going to get into A, but look at Watachu, a sneaky little bush spot, using his reticle calibration consumable. Goes for an HE shot in order to get the reset, but renamed user going to get himself out of the way, and there shouldn't be any more ability for 11 to get resets there, but good on him to make that adjustment, because Watachu didn't actually get spotted after shooting that, since he was hiding in the bush, but... More shots going into Straight here. Straight have not put a whole lot of damage into 11, but Buck and Barcode have both taken a chunk of their hit points away. Or they've both lost a chunk of their hit points. And Zone is playing relatively aggressive here in the C base, putting another big shot into Buck, who's bleeding out a lot here. He is now on less than 1,000 hit points. Zone and Mormon G doing a great job of bleeding him out, and now Zone's going to try to lock him down in this position, which would not be very easy for him to get out of. So at the moment, Alav looking better here. They're over 2,000 hit points in the lead, which is significant. That's like a full tank. DMG is now taking hits. He's running the E3, which a well-armored tank destroyer, but he is just bleeding to RGK, to Zone here, who's going to put in another shot potentially. Going for an HE instead. DMG is already bled to 700 health though. Now he is the lowest hit point tank on the team. Could be a source of weakness if Alev goes for a push, and it seems like they may. Cricket the Hive Wing rotating over to the B side. Mormon G going to as well, and they're going to crash right on top of renamed user here, Watachi doing so as well. And this is a 3v2 mismatch here. Renamed user surrounded by 3 tanks. It's going to be difficult for him to survive. At the same time, Buck is taking damage, but going back to renamed user. Mormon G going in for the push. He's got tungsten shells. This should be enough to get the kill. It is. Buck getting pushed by Zone. He gets picked off as well. The hit point difference is 3,000, but the tank difference is 2. DMG, who tried to help out here, is now finding himself killed as well. 3 tank advantage for Alev. 4,500 hit point advantage, as well as having 800 on the caps. They're stopping the B base as well. And Barcode trying to make a play on Zone here. 1VX going to try to sneak in a shot as well. Is it going to go in? Needs to aim it. Doesn't hit it. Barcode's in trouble. He picks up the kill, but he's going to go down to trim momentarily here. And this is not looking good for Straight. I believe they are going to lose this set 3-0. Love playing much better this set. Straight with their interesting strats. I will give it to them. I do appreciate creativity. Chuchu and his E3 has been able to survive thus far, but unfortunately just not effective enough to do it. 980 points here. They're about to reach 1,000. Alev are going to take this at 3-0. A clean sweep over Straight, which is not a good start for the team that is trying to make top 8 here, being immediately sent to the loser's side. So very unfortunate for them, but Alev looking strong as always. They will be moving on to the winner's side finals, which we will be watching eventually here. I don't think we're going to be watching Straight play in the loser's side, so we will be watching them. I mean, that will be occurring off stream, so we're not going to know how they do until after that set is over. But GG's to Alev. Good try for Straight. And let's pull up the website here and see how the other groups are going. Looks like we actually do see another one being finished as well. So it looks like 7 Elk, also 3 Ode Hated. So we will be seeing Straight play Hated in the loser side, but I don't think I'll be spectating this game. That's going to be starting soon. We'll be watching 7 Alk 11 next, I believe, whenever this occurs. And then none of these other sets are done yet. So Reggie Purple and Naps Ghost are both still ongoing. And if you want to watch this bracket, Robert, also known as Top Blitz in Espanol, he is going to be streaming this group. I don't know which team he's following. I think it's Purple, but I'm not entirely sure. But if you would like to watch that group, you can do so on his stream. I'm going to switch over to in-game, and really quickly, I can't actually check. Yeah, he's following, Group 1 with Purple. So, yeah, he's watching Purple if you want to follow them. Really quickly, I'm going to check what time this next game starts. I believe Hated versus Straight is starting in 3 minutes here. I didn't get invited to it, so we're likely not watching it. But we will watch the other one. Also, I believe there is no prediction for this one, unfortunately. Straight 11. Don't have any moderators online. But all good. Also, welcome to Alone and Copenhagen to the stream. Kebab saying, well, the dragon is dead. You finished that area fast. That is crazy. Have fun with the end game. You are now in end game. Who's playing a different game that I was hanging out with him? Anyway, I checked the wrong one. I was going to be checking 11 versus 7 Alk. This is at 51. You still got over half an hour. I'm going to go ahead and set myself an alarm. But yeah, we will be doing this prediction for 7 Alk 11 hopefully eventually. But that is the next set that we will watch. Anyway, I've got time. Let's play some Uprising. I played one Uprising game yesterday, I think, on stream. I think I played one, but that was it. I don't think I've played any others. So let's make sure all my boosters are on. Should have some here. If I click remove, I can install. Will that show up here? Still doesn't show. Really weird. But yeah, let's see what's a good tank to play for Uprising. What does the CS have? I'm curious what the CS has. CS has Rewind. What about the Caro? Caro has Mark. What about the KPZ50T? Rewind? Yes. We will play the Patton, I think. Patton's a fun one. I have a favorite? I do not have a favorite. It would kind of be unfair for me to choose favorite team. I'm the streamer after all. So no, I will decline to choose a favorite.
Let's get this show on the road.
We're just gonna go right over. Their Caro just going right on in here. He did a lot of damage to us though, that kinda hurt. He saved his mark for me, which is kind of annoying to be honest. I am very much in pain, but that's alright. Their mouse is all the way in the back. Is he AFK? Mouse is AFK. That could just be free damage, to be honest. Just to get my points up a little bit. Maybe not the best idea. Oh my goodness, their Caro is going in. Don't know what the goal of this Caro is. He just got himself damage marked. And yeah, that's not particularly smart in my opinion. Anyway, we're gonna put some damage in here. Just get some free damage while we can, I think. Just to increase our points. That way I can die sooner and get better abilities sooner. So we'll farm the AFK a little bit more. I wanted to shoot that guy if I had a chance, but... I'll shoot this guy instead. There we go. So now we have over 400 points. I'm gonna start driving in. What's their patent up to? Was I alert? I was. That is unfortunate. Down there. That's okay. We have 600 points. I'm not gonna take double shot. First try flawless is a joke. Yeah, he's supposed to be easy. I also first tried him. For some reason my scoping wasn't working. There we go. And we'll just try to get some points in this way, why not? I'm lit. There's something up here. There we go, it's the patent. Oh, and he's got the ram thing. That's actually quite scary. Unfortunately, my damage output's not particularly good. But yeah, he hurts a lot. In terms of rams. And my shitty teammate is not hitting any shots. Yeah, my E50M missed every shot I took in that guy. We'll use these ones. Just an extra shot or two of damage away from getting the last ability, but it's fine. There, 121B's on his last life. Don't know about this, There you go. Oh, my reload's insane. My damage output's nuts. And I'm getting max roll after max roll. Where's this leopard blocking? Why are you blocking me, leopard? You goofball. Patton's going in this.
The track is damaged. Enemy armor is damaged. We've lost the track.
And there we go. That's a dub. Ghost out of top 8. They're not out yet. Those two are not out yet. If multiple teams seated below Gosu win out their group today, then it's possible. Also, we did double the next highest damage player in this game. Patton is so fun in this mode. What is this? I don't care what it is. I don't want it. Don't want the super purging. Not any of this stuff. I'm glad that they let me skip that video though. Normally, like, they don't let you skip these videos, which is really annoying. But thankfully, I can. Yeah, there is a chance Gosu makes top 8. send you replay, you can show it for free. K-Dog, you asked me that yesterday? I'm not doing it. Stop asking me.
This show on the road.
Keep asking, you're gonna get timed out. You know how it goes. You know exactly how it goes. If replays weren't for channel points, I wouldn't have them as channel points here.
Punched right through their armor.
Sneak the kill, not quite.
We got 'em.
Another shot, nice.
Hard.
And avoid the CS as well. This is good. On 40 is a charging. Nice. Ammo rack, nice. They got a grill camping in the back. Good to know. After I killed them already. So we'll back off here. Don't need to push it. Maybe play more on the heavy side. So we've clearly won the medium side, but the heavies are not yet in a clearly advantageous position. In fact, our Conqueror is going down. I am spotted. Cross map shots on their IS-4. No, we actually should fight over here on the med side. Let's stay. Oh, Patton's just gonna try to farm me. He's mad at me for getting the kill on him first life. Which I understand, I suppose. Lucky I bounced. Should stop moving while this ability's active. Of course, this guy wants me. Yeah, misses. Miss? Didn't hear you last time, man. Well, like, why ask in the first place? You know that I do them for channel points. Why would I show a replay for free? But fair enough if you didn't hear, I suppose. Is this 92 just AFK? It's kind of annoying, actually. Team's actually doing quite well here. Should not have used that ability. Kind of a waste. Yeah, that was a waste. Unfortunate. It is what it is. No! Oh, he's gonna hurt me. He's got Inferno. It didn't pen though. It's okay.
Enemy is hit.
Good.
Enemy is hit.
Stay right there.
Penetration.
Can't really shoot anyone else on their team. Maybe not a good use of my ability there either. That's fine. I'm gonna try to thread one. That was vile. That was vile. That was a good shot. I'm an evil man. Let's worry about this guy first. Nice. That shot was kind of nice. Whether my own tank, my own camo. That's a good question, actually. I mean, I would say camo, like a custom 34 camo. But, like, for everyone, I think I'd take camo. The reason is because, you know, like, people only play one tank, like, a fraction of the time. But you can put a camo on any tank you want. Plus, I kind of already have my tank in the game, you know, if you take a look at the, well, I guess it's not really a tank, I guess it is a camo. I have my own camo in the game already, lol. So, hey. Technically, T-34 could be considered my own tank as well, but I'm not gonna go that far, but I just think that's a good question. I think I'd still go with camo, though. Looks like I can claim another level. Very nice. I don't think I'm gonna buy the premium pass. I don't really care enough. We still have a lot of time till our next game. The game starts at 51. Let's make the... you get 3k channel points to stream. A prediction. We just gotta gamble. American engineers built it for me. It's true. T-34 was designed to my specifications. It's very true. Yeah, if y'all did not know, the M48 is my favorite tank for Uprising right now. I used to like Rewind a lot, and I still do. I think Rewind is great, but I find that whenever I play a Rewind tank, I find myself playing too passively, too scared, and I'm always more focused on preserving myself rather than going on the offense, which is kind of what Uprising is all about, right? Is upgrading yourself and going on the offense. So I find a lot of fun in that specifically. Ouch, I didn't even think that guy could beat me. Where'd that go? Come on, bummer. I'm already locked down on most of my hit points. There's no healing in this game mode. The team is with me here, but they don't really seem to want to play forward at all. Which is kind of the big sad. They're all spotted over there. I could make some sort of play like this. Sneak the kill that way. But yeah, my Prague doesn't seem to want to do much. I died here. He's not even gonna go for the Sheridan. Nice. We take a rapid and fortune here? I think I do. Vote on the team that's gonna win. You vote on the team that you want to win, that you think will win. You vote for whoever you think will win, because if you vote and you're wrong, you lose all your points that you bet, right? It's basically just gambling, right? It's sports betting. Nah, get him out of his invis, get messed up. He says WTF like I just destroyed him. I just predicted where he'd be. I got lucky with the guess, but it was an educated guess. We do clear out this side though, which is quite nice. Sneak in one of those. He said lucky. He's mad because I read him like a book. And their meds are now going in the other direction. So I will too. Welcome, Jess, to the stream. And Buttons, what's up, Buttons? Oh shit, I'm fucked. Yeah, I messed up. Oh, well, we got crappy abilities anyway, so it wouldn't have made a difference. 'Cause I don't want double shot. Double shot ruins my game. Because if I pick double shot, all of a sudden, all of my gun handling goes goodbye. But sharing with double shot's quite strong, because you can freeze a tank in place and then kill them. Hopefully you didn't hit me there. Because that would suck. Use my ability. Their Sheridan's, I mean, their Vickers is just mad. Every time he gets shot, he's just mad. An angry soul. Oh no. He hit that. I thought I was completely behind the thing. Guess not. It's fine. Somehow I hit that. At least our Yag has dealt with these guys. Oh, Yag has... Oh, that's busted. Yag has the battle stance or battle trance ability. That's kind of nuts. Well, rip that guy. He's mad. He's saying okay. He's salty. Nice, B-Mart. B-Mart, why is that a question? How you check who put points in? I don't know if you can check until after it concludes. Don't know. You got another rank up, 200,000. Wow. Next is this avatar. It's actually a cool looking avatar. I need to see if any of this stuff is like worth my time though for the rest of the event. Like, is there anything like interesting, like unique rewards that I want? Like, what's this? Oh, it's an attachment. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. I don't think it's worth me wanting to grind this event for though. This is a crate. Housing container. I have the housing. This is a Dracula container. I have the Drac. This is another Drac container. I don't care about these. And then this folio. I already own most of these tanks anyway. I don't really care about this. Okay. I don't think this is an event I'm going to grind since I already have the whatever it's called, the something witch. Don't think I'll play another. Also, I should be getting my room invite in about 3 minutes here, so I'm not going to play another game because these tend to be quite long. Also, what's up, Artemis? Welcome to the stream. Good to have you. So we'll just chill out for a couple more minutes here. But I suppose, really quick, let's check out the other group and see how the other group did for this stage. So we will refresh the website, which takes forever to load. The big sad. Okay. And unfortunately, no upsets here. We see Naps beat Ghost 3-0, Reggie beat Purple 3-0. So they're all 3-0s. These ones are just a little bit slower. But Naps Reggie in the winner's side, Purple Ghost in the loser's side. I mean, I guess Reggie Purple could be considered an upset because I think Purple's been historically doing better than Reggie. I think Purple won their group yesterday and Reggie did not. So, in theory, this could be considered an upset, but Reggie's a former top 8 team and Purple hasn't been top 8 in a long time. Rick's not optimistic about Alive. That's tough. Unfortunately, 7 Elk's only chance of getting into top 8 is with a win in today's group. That's their only chance. I did the math yesterday for Straight and for 7 Elk, and Straight has the chance, but Alive does not. Or, I mean, 7 Elk does not. Anyway, yeah, here's how the other group is going, and then of course you've seen this one. Straight Hated still going on, it looks like. 7 Elk Alive is what we will be watching. I should be getting my invite in just a minute here. So we'll set to just chatting so I can hide that and get everything set up. So yeah, just checking other stream stuff. Looks like we're good. Dang, looks like everyone's voted I love here. May I look at the how many people have predicted? No. Maybe I think after it closes I'll be able to look, but that's it. Got my invite. Okay, and it is 7 Elk Alive. I didn't test the logo for 7 Elk. I did use one for them. It's just the beer emoji, I think, but I'll see if it works. I didn't test it to see how good it would look. I should actually get out of the patent and get into the T100. Anyway, 40 seconds left until the game begins. And the maps for this set will be Ghost Factory for 1 and 2, Dynasty for 3 and 4, so 2 maps that just got removed, and Hellas for a tiebreaker if it comes to that. So Ghost Factory and Dynasty Pearl for the first 2 maps. And 7Elk has already played 11 this PYS, actually, it looks like. If I share the screen as I can. In PYS 3, Day 2, it looks like they played 11 twice and lost 3-1, 3-0. So they took 1 game, but this is not a matchup that they are great at, it seems. So we'll see if they have something cooking today. Ghost Factory and Dynasty Pearl. These are maps that they did not yet play on yet. Hellas as well, so. Okay. Anyway, we can go ahead and show the group now. And here's logo. Does it work? Yes, it looks like it did. Good. Normally I have to check for sizing and everything, but it looks like it worked just fine. It should. But, yee. Welcome, Badri Sebastian. Good to have you in here. Lulu, hello, hello. We are about to watch a set to determine who goes to the grand finals for PYS 3 and who drops to the loser's side to play against the winner of Straight and Hated. Looks like Lulu's voting for 7Elk. Alright. Looks like we do have a fair amount of people voting on 7Elk. They're just not putting a whole lot of points in. Most people have voted on 11, or at least most points have gone that way. Anyway, talking about the teams here in the lineups. 11 rocking 2 IS-7s. They've got 2 British heavies, Chieftain and 2 and 5B, which are very similar in terms of what their strengths are and how they play. But they have 2 meds, a Leopard and an STB. So Leopard likely a long-range tank, STB going for hull-down plays. And then a Mouse will be their heavy tank of choice here to anchor down. 7Elk will also be running a Mouse, as well as a T95E6, 2 Chieftain Mark 6s, 1 IS-7, 1 62B, and a T100. So they'll have a light tank, 11 will have 2 meds, and then the rest will be heavies here. You know, I haven't seen 7Elk play. This is the first time. We've watched 11 play several times. We know that they're a strong team. But 7Elk, they're upper level. They are currently 10th place right now in terms of points, so they're close to making top 8, but again, they have to win today if they want to make it in, so you can consider them a top 16 team for now. I believe they got top 16 last season as well under a different tag 7 clip, in which they would mostly run 7 clippers per team, but it seems like they've changed the tag because they realize now that the current meta is not clippers and that they're not going to be running some of them, you know, per side anymore. So first time watching them play this season. Anyway, we are here on Ghost Factory, an asymmetrical map with 4 points, 4 capture points that was just added back into the rotation for this season. Here it is. Lulu's saying the delay is real. Yeah, so Wargaming they ask us to stream with 3 minutes of delay. That's how tournament streams work. They also do their tournament streams with 3 minutes of delay. So 11 is split here. They're going, their heavies are going towards the I guess the Ghost Factory, the factory, in fact, and then their meds are playing on med's side. 7 Elk with their T100 trying to get some spotting in on this side, but he is not going to be detecting anything easily. Ahmed Tower Inspector quickly spotting Schizo Ops in the mouse, going for the B base, but he bounces the free shot he had into the side. 7 Elk has gone hard to the D area, and they actually will take D quite quickly. Lev is driving directly into Schizo Ops. They've prevented 7 Elk from taking the B base, but they're going to be flanking right on in. This is a difficult map to spectate on, so I hope that y'all will forgive me for this awkward POV. Mormon G, QGIS going to be trading shots here, but looks like 7 Elk will be pushing in here. Mormon going to anchor down. QGIS putting in a shot there to Suoko, but he's going to take a couple there. Big shots into him. The Lev are currently even on the hit points with 7 Elk, who are going to be flanking the mouse now, which is a good call. Mystic's going to try to support from the side here, but Mormon G does now have a tank on his side, and it could be an issue for him. Mystic is also taking some hits here. Freezy and Q just backing up, and 7 Elk actually seem quite unified here. The Lev seems to be a bit spread out, and their meds are not in the fight yet, and 7 Elk are doing quite well in this brawl. They're going to take out Suoko quite quickly. Mystic also incredibly low, as well as Mormon G. Q just going to be the lowest tank over for 7 Elk, but they've started off strong, getting 3 kills before Fady Wadey being the first tank to go down. But it's incredibly difficult for us to see what's going on again, just because of how, you know, split up everything is. Kinesis is trying to focus down Cricket, and he goes down, as well as Schizo Ops, the mouse from 7 Elk, finally dying. And it's a 5-on-3 right now. The hit points are not too terrible for Lev. Right now it's in favor of 7 Elk by about 2,000, but RGK is starting to bleed, and it seems like Lev went a little bit too light this time around. Freezy should be able to beat RGK in a 1v1. Ahmed Tower Inspector going down, and yeah, now it's just Lev's mediums that were completely out of the fight for most of the game, and now it's them alone against 5, so 7 Elk will be taking game 1 here. This is a big W. Freezy going for a ram there, a little ballsy. A high roll from STB, not going to be enough to do it though. It doesn't even matter. Freezy will get the kill, and he bounces it. And somehow Freezy being full health, but throwing that 1v1, which is pretty funny actually. And you know, Lev, their Leopard is still alive, so it's not over yet. QGIS going for his hold down play. His teammate kind of blocked him from getting the kill there, but will pick up the kill there. Watachi, who's trying to sneak in, does pick it off. It was a 1 versus 4 for a brief moment, and he's going to sit on the D base to try to stop it. 7 Elk, though, they have plenty of hit points remaining. Mike has 2,000 for Watachi to chew through. And Ghost Ride also has 1,200, and that's going to be a little bit too much for Watachi to deal with here, I think. He's just trying to keep Kinesu safe, to be honest. So, is Ghost Rider stuck? Ghost Rider is, in fact, stuck. So, Kinesu's kind of covering him here, but Watachi will miss the shot. Mike going to go for an HE, most likely. There we go. Game 1 will go to 7 Elk. They take it over Lev, who were, again, a little bit too light with their lineup, and their meds took way too long to get into the fight. So that is game 1 there. Also, really quickly, I want to check on that Straight versus Hated set, if that's over yet. It looks like Straight did defeat Hated 3-1, so their dreams are alive. Straight is going to play against the loser of this set next. And that will determine if Straight is able to make top 8 or not. But Straight's hopes are still alive. Anyway, 7 Elk readying up with their tanks already here for game 2 of Ghost Factory. They've got 2 95 E6s, 2 IS7s, a Kron, mouse, and T100, so they are rocking at T100 again. Their mouse did a great job last game of surviving long enough. And we've got 2 Chieftains for Lev, a 2 and 5B, 2 IS7s, a mouse, and an STB. So they are going to keep 1 med. But getting rid of that Leopard there, not a bad decision from Lev. I do think that's the right play. Their meds just, again, didn't really get into the fight in time at all. Also, looks like we're having some spam on the YouTube side of things. So let me go ahead and ban this user. Unfortunate. Here we are, 15 seconds left until game number 2. Here we are, 5 seconds left. Game 2 best of 3. Looks like Ahmed Tower Inspector is offline for Love. I hope his internet's not going to cause an issue for him this game. There is plenty of countdown though, so there will be time for him to connect to the game, and it looks like he is connected because the battle is starting right away, and it does wait for everyone to connect, so Love is fine here, no issues on their end, hopefully. We just need to hope that his connection remains steadfast, but it seems like he's driving, so things are fine here. And Alev is going directly towards B and D, whereas 7 Elk going to A and C. It's pretty standard for this map, I would say. I do find it interesting that Alev is putting a medium here. The STB a little bit slower and also a little bit easier to spot than a heavy tank would be. He spots Fade and they spot each other here, but RGK backing on this side. 7 Elk could push this aggressively and catch him, but they're not going to do that. Schizo is going to take C, but Alev not worrying about B, because Fady Wadey making a similar play to what Alev did previously. And Beast B is not easy to cap out quickly. But 7 Elk will take the cap lead here. They're all spread out between A, C, and Mike. Their own spawn rocking the Kronvon, preventing anyone from Alev from pushing through. And they take an advantage in this second game here, and Suoko's not moving. Okay. His internet's not an issue. Maybe they're just taking a moment to think, but at the moment, Alev are still thinking, and 7 Elk are making moves. Looks like they're going to keep Freezy on top of A, which makes sense. It's a T100, got great camo. Should be able to spot things before getting detected. He does light Mystic here. If I were him, I wouldn't be shooting. He is going to shoot and get himself lit. Doesn't take the hit, but we are going to be seeing Alev grab base B with their mouse. And he's side-scraping to see if 7 Elk is going to push from the left, but it doesn't look like that is. Fady's actually on the outside of the factory, so Love will get their cap. So it's 2 bases to 2 bases, but at the moment we're going to need Alev to make a push here. They are going to be doing so on the A side, but 7 Elk is ready for it. They're able to rotate themselves around. 95 A6s are quick in that regard, but no, are they just going to run? Maybe they're going to run and try to take B away from Alev. That seems to be the play here. Alev is going to drive forward into the A base, and they're going to be taking it with Watachu here, who's not actually spotted. And 7 Elk is not going for the spot because Alev is putting some good pressure on Fady Wadey, who's taken some damage here. Watachu's going to try to sneak in a shot himself. Doesn't hit it, but he has the base now. So Alev will be earning points quite quickly here, in fact. Norman G holding inside of the factory to prevent 7 Elk from getting an easy stop on B. But yeah, Alev are already going to be retaking the base lead in just a moment here. We're starting going to take D from from Alev, but I think the points should catch up by the time that the base is grabbed. Yes, and just barely. Alev are up on the points, but Schizo's going to step in B, and Alev aren't stopping B right now, interestingly enough. They've just got their own spawn on lock. RGK in the STB could get himself pushed here if he's not careful. Alev are going to go for a counter all the way on the other side, but yeah, RGK does take a hit. And Alev need to move in quickly before RGK gets counter-pushed. But they do find the side of the T95E6s here. Fady going to be holding on as well. Schizo did step on base B long enough for 7 Elk to hold the cap lead here. But what is going to be the play from Alev? They're split 4-3 right now. And Mike trying to push onto the 3 with the rest of 7 Elk. They're rotating with 95E6s, IS-7s. They're all going to be pushing the 3 tanks from Alev. The question is, how fast can Alev get the kills on the other side here? Because Mike is taking lots of hits. But Suoko and Cricket are about to get themselves clipped out quite hard here. The reactive armor going to keep Suoko alive long enough, and Mike is starting to take hits. But yeah, Suoko will fall very quickly, but so does Mike from behind Mystic and Ahmed putting in shots, and the brawl is going to happen here. Cricket the Hive Wing activating his reactive. He's going to survive for a good amount of time. Freezy taking 1,000 damage, and things are getting really close right now. 7 Elk are about to get the kill on Cricket. They do so they're briefly up a tank, and Mystic could fall as well. Big shot from Fady, not able to track him though. But base C is capped by 11 here, and Mystic does fall to Schizo in the back, and right now it is a 2-tank advantage for 7-Elk. They're still losing on the hit points, though, but it's 930 caps. They're stopping base C by all sitting in it, but Kaneso going to fall down off camera. Watachu Ghost trying to get kills, but Ahmed going for a hit point share there, blocking him for getting the kill on Watachu, who does fall to Fady. 950 points here for 7-Elk, but Ahmed needs to get the kill here, or Mormon G, but Ghost Rider is hugging him. It's going to be a difficult kill. 960 points. You need to hit it here. Borman doesn't get it, though. Ahmed does pick up the kill. 920 points now, but he's quite low. Schizo going to miss his shot. What's RGK doing all the way in the back? He's going to try and farm things out, or is he going to stop the other base? He's going to go for B here. Freezy's on B. RGK going for that. He puts the shot in and going for the ram kill. He does get it. 990 points now for 11, 986, 999. But Ahmed goes down right at 999 points. Things are looking incredibly close. Mormonji's going to be able to hold on, though, and as long as RGK doesn't kill himself here, this should be a win for 11 just on the points. Mormonji needs to hold on as long as he can, and just barely 11 are able to pull through 1,000 versus 980. This is a much closer set than I was expecting it to be. And 11 barely squeaking that one by. Their medium tank was able to get the kill on the B base in order to stop that from being taken by the light tank. Incredibly close game 2 there. But 11 will win a 2-on-3 from the caps. Ormanji holding on just nicely there, and the mouse also doing top damage. And we're going to be moving on to Dynasty Pearl for games 3 and 4. This is going to be an intense 2 games because German super heavies are making their way back into the meta. VK72, VK90, and Mouse all got some substantial buffs in the most recent update, and so we might see a lot of them here on this map, although it doesn't seem like both teams are rating up with a particularly large amount of them. 7-Elk only with 1 VK72, also rocking 2 IS7s, 2 British heavies, an American heavy, the E5, and they will keep the T100. It is not very common to see lights or mediums on this map. This is, like, of all the maps, you know, right now we know that the meta is all heavies, right? But sometimes a light or medium will be used. But Dynasty Pearl, never. You never see lights or mediums on this map, so very interested to see how they plan on using the T100 LT here. Where 11, they're not even going to bother. They're rocking 1 VK72, 2 Chieftains, 3 IS7s, and a 60 TP. And again, I am surprised we're not seeing more German super heavies, like more VK72s, some Mouse, maybe even a VK90, who knows, which definitely not the meta tank of VK90, but it's still strong and it's still got good buffs. But we're actually not going to be seeing any of that here on Dynasty Pearl for game number 3 here between 7-Elk and 11. It seems like Max Verstappen in the chat thinks that he knows how this map is played better than these teams. Lol. Must have at least 3 Mouse or VK72. It seems that 11 won that one with only 1, and 7-Elk won with only 1 as well, so maybe not. But anyway, here we are for game 3. Dynasty Pearl, this map was also just added back into the rotation. Seems 11 is heavily committing towards the C side. 7-Elk with their light tank. That tank will be useful for being able to grab the A base uncontested. I will give 7-Elk that. Trim does spot him in the VK72. The Freezy should just be able to back off here and step on A. And now, especially now that all the other love tanks are getting lit on this side, which nice shot from Mike into Cricket there. Schizo Op's going to be taking a very forward position in IS7, but he's going to run into Mormonji and Mystic, lots of which are missing their shots on Schizo, but So is going to be taking some damage here. Mormonji, Watachu, and Mystic are all activating their special consumables here to put in that extra damage. And Schizo taking shots from the middle as well. He's not looking good. Zone gets the quick kill, and Mystic are going to push right into Kanisu here. Watachu as well. And Zone will be able to clean this one up as well. 2 quick kills for Alev. They're going to continue the push forward. Mystic is taking damage. And Freezy's trying to fight Trim here. He actually is farming him out quite nicely. Trim is getting bled out very significantly by the light tank. But at the moment, 7-Elk are too busy losing most of their other tanks in order to be effective here. They will pick up the kill on Cricket, and Trim is down to 300 hit points. RGK missing that shot. That would have been a kill on Ghost Rider, but he is going to try to back off and maybe put one more shot in. Mormonji gets the kill on Kujis off camera, though, before Zone picks off Ghost Rider. And right now it's a 6-on-3. Lots of missed shots here, but fortunately for Alev, it's not going to matter too much. Mike is incredibly low. He's got 2 dead crew, 2 dead modules. Even though Watachi missing the point-blank kill, not going to make a big diff. Trim is still alive also. Freezy going to try to get around him for the kill. Don't low roll. He does not in fact low roll, so he'll survive a little bit more, but will it matter? Fady Wadey bouncing yet another shot from Alev. They're missing everything here. Freezy will get himself killed here. In the famous words of Leverage, he will die for time. And Alev are going to win this one a lot more convincingly than the previous games. RNG trying to HE him to death there. Didn't quite go in, and Watachi should pick up the kill. Don't miss this one. Come on. And Mormon's blocking him. Zone does miss, though. What is going on? They're all missing. Alev are just messing with 7-Elk here. I don't really know. Yeah, Mormon blocking, getting blocked by Zone. We're just seeing some gooberisms here from Alev, but they'll take Game 3 quite convincingly. And here we go. Even though 7-Elk won the first game quite convincingly. Or not convincingly, but yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah. They kind of destroyed Alev. Are going to bounce back with 2 and 3. And are positioned quite nicely for this 4th game. They clearly have a good understanding of Dynasty, and they're going to keep Trim in the VK72. Running very similar lineup to their previous one as well. 7-Elk are changing things up significantly. Going for 4 IS-7s, 2 Super Conquerors, and a 2-5B. I wouldn't really group the Super Conqueror in with the FT 2-5B and Chieftain for how they're used, because that tank does not have the super, reactive armor consumable that the other 2 tanks have, and it also doesn't really have as good of a gun as the other 2 tanks, but it's still good. And here we go. Here are the VK72 mouse spam that I was expecting on this map. We're seeing 4 German Super Heavies from 11, none from 7-Elk. Alev are going to back them up with a Type and 2 Chieftains. So the Chieftains, useful for their reactive armor, of course, and the Type, even though it's not really meta anymore, because it did receive a mobility nerf, it still got as strong of armor as it did while it was meta. So the armor was not touched since the rebalance. So it's definitely still a strong tank, but Mitachi might be backing out of it. He's been moving in and out and in and out, so maybe no. Okay, he's going to run an IS-7 instead. So no Type here, but definitely still usable in the current meta. It's just not something that you see that common because its gun isn't that good and its mobility isn't what it needs to be. But here we are, y'all. Alev 7-Elk. Winner moves on to Grand Finals for this Prove Your Skill, and the loser fights straight. This could be the last game of the set, or 7-Elk could equalize here. We've got a nice mobile lineup with 4 IS-7s, and I expect this to be a hard C push, but doesn't look like it is. The IS-7s mostly grouped up over on the other side. Oh, that's the one who's not, but no, okay. Hugis, Skitzo, Kanisu are all going to be going towards the middle area. Maybe B? All grouping up on B. That's interesting. Not what I expected. Alev are not going to see it all, though. Their mouse could be anchoring in the lane here, but Alev going to have their Chieftains. They actually spot the IS-7 push right in the middle here. Interesting opening play. They're going to go right for the mouse, who will be anchoring down this push here. They're going to quickly get into the B base as well, but Alev's going to have them somewhat surrounded here, which could be quite awkward. The Mouse actually have reasonable damage output now. They're going to put shots into Kujis, who's already on half health. And Alev has brought all of their tanks in here, and 7-Alk, with their creative little opening push, are already getting themselves kind of caught out. Well, Fadey's going to try to jump in up top to see if he can farm from the rear, using that nice HE, which will bypass the reactive armor that Alev does put in. You can see 527 damage into Kura here. He's getting HE spammed, but at the same time, 7-Alk have already lost Kanisu. They're going to lose Kujis here as well, so 2-for-1 pick. So it does say owie, so the Super Conquerors are able to get in good HE shells to those British Super Heavies, and now Trim's kind of the awkward tank here. He's kind of driving backwards for some reason into all of these tanks, and he's going to go down quite quickly to Freezy. But Cricket going to try to sneak in a shot on Fady. Yep, he does go down here, and they should put their focus fire into Mike next. Schizo-Ops will be going down off camera, and the rest of the German Super Heavies from Alev will be rolling in here. It's a 4-on-2 scenario. Freezy and Ghost Rider left alone against 4 Alev tanks. And this is going to be a very big challenge to them. I don't think they can chew through 8,000 remaining hit points. Ghost Rider goes down quite quickly. The Mouse and the BK-72s, they've got good damage output now. Incredible armor, of course, but their damage output is pretty good as well. Freezy lit on fire, and RNG gets the kill. No messing around from Alev this game. They're going to cleanly win that one for a 3-1 victory in the set. And Alev move on to Grand Finals over 7-Alk, who now have to play against Straight. And this is it. This is a very, very big set for Straight here and for 7-Alk, I suppose. Both of them have a very big set on their hands. And I'm going to switch over to my just chatting scene so I can hide the lineups as I go ahead and set this next scoreboard up. But the reason that this is incredibly important for both teams, so Straight, they need to get top 2 in their group, and the winner of this set is guaranteed top 2. Alev is guaranteed top 2, and then the winner of this set is top 2. But 7-Alk need to win the entire group, so it's a challenge for them, because, you know, they've got to play against Straight, and then they also have to play against Alev, the team that just whooped them 3-1. Granted, game 1 and 2 were close. Game 3 and 4 were not. But 7-Alk needs to win the entire group to make top 8. As long as Straight wins this set, they'll be fine, right? They make it on points. The only other issue, if Straight wins this and they make top 2, the only other thing that could cause them problems is if on the other group, if I think if Naps wins it all, or Ghost, if either Naps or Ghost win the entire group, then I don't think Straight can qualify, even if they win this here, unless they win the entire group themselves, which is also a condition that, you know, that works for everybody. So let's actually really quickly check the other group and see how things are going over there. If I can get it to refresh and reload. But I do have to set the prediction. Shoot, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I'm kind of busy. We'll see. Okay, so looking at the other group here. Naps beat Ghost, Reggie beat Purple, and Purple beat Ghost. So Ghost is out. Ghost does not make top 8. Reggie beats Naps, and now Naps and Purple. So, if Naps beats Purple, Purple beats Naps, we'll see what happens there, I suppose. But, if Naps wins this group, then Straight cannot go to top 8. Unless they win their group. But Purple and Reggie, I believe, are both going to be safe as well, as long as Naps doesn't win their group entirely. So, we'll see. It's a little bit confusing, all the conditions, but anyway, that's that, I suppose. Yeah, I'll go back to just chatting for another sec as I set up the scoreboard. Should be good now. Yep, straight 7-0. This is a big set here. Very important. So, Yukon will be the map for games 1 and 2. I didn't check the others. Oopsie, it's okay, whatever. But Straight are immediately going to be busting out the German super heavies that Alev just used to beat 7 Elk. If you got 2 mouse, 2 VK72, just as 11 did. And I need 1 second here. 11 beat 7 Elk. Let's make this prediction 5 minutes. It's fine. Sorry, I was just managing that. But anyway, looking at the lineups again, straight with 4 German Super Heavies, and IS-7s are going to round it out, so no meds, no lights for them. 7 Elk, not running any meds either, except for the 95E6, which is a hypermobile heavy, which you could really classify as a medium tank, to be honest. 2 Mouse, 2 2 and 5B, and 2 IS-7, so not seeing any Chieftains. They're going to be running 2 and 5Bs instead, which they're effectively the same tank, to be honest, but some slight differences between the two, like the 2 and 5B being rear-mounted, also taking a little bit more module damage, I believe, but they both kind of suffer from that issue. So I don't know if I would necessarily pin that one on the 2 and 5B. I just know that tank gets lit on fire a lot. Cricket took my points in random. R.I.P. Anyway, Yukon will be an exciting map. I do like to see this one. It's a 4-cap map with a lot of interesting architecture, and the heavies do pretty well, but mediums can as well, so I'm very surprised to see why we're not seeing any of them, but here is Yukon. Thought I pressed the button there, and so I was kind of confused why it didn't go off. We will be starting off with straight side here. It looks like they're rocking 3 IS-7s of their own, and they're going to be heading more towards the A side. Mouse maybe taking B here. They might be a little bit slow to join the fight, because 7 Elk seem to be playing a little aggressively themselves. Fady Weighty, and then ID 5E6, of course. We all know, as I mentioned earlier, this is the fastest of all of the heavy tanks, so he is going to get to the corner quickest. And Kaz, Buck, they're going to cross themselves, but Kaz has taken 3 big hits. IS-7s and 2 and 5B have all put shots in, and Kaz will drive forward here. He's used his consumable, but he's already taken most of his damage, and now he's not going to be able to push forward and use it at all. And 7 Elk have a very strong opening, having bled Kaz out significantly. He's going to play backwards here, back up a little bit more, and Fady, who's now in a bit of an awkward position, going to keep the tension there. However, looking over in the heavy side, looks like the Mouse from straight are just flanking right into Ghost Rider, who has to push directly into Barcode and Choo Choo. Choo Choo's actually taken a lot of damage himself, but Ghost Rider looking a little worse for wear here. 7 Elk is going to push into Kaz, though. Buck is trying to hit point share for him, and he's going to put shots into Fady Weighty. Look at renamed user mistake, maybe putting shots into Kujis instead of Ghost Rider. And 7 Elk will get the first kill on Kaz here. I'm seeing some unfortunate focus fire from the straight team. They're not killing Ghost Rider. They need to get that kill. They did pick off Fade, but look at renamed user. He's putting shots into Kujis instead of Ghost here. Ghost is a potential one-shot if he rolls decent, but complete tunnel vision there. There he is. He's finally going to be turning, but they'll lose 1x Vinny. And Barcode will pick up the kill here, but Straight's 2 heavies are kind of a little out of position here. Buck is going to be face-hugging Schizo and potentially going to win that fight, except 7 Elk has got a crossfire on Buck at the moment. And that's going to prevent Buck from being able to face-hug without getting himself shot in the side. GMG will fall, and even though Buck puts in another shot, it is now a 5-on-4. If Buck can sneak the kill on Schizo, that would be useful, but at the moment he's going to get shot in the rear by Kinisu if he's not careful. Gets the kill, though. Kinisu misses his shot, and it's a 4-on-4. Actually quite close right now. Looks like 7 Elk, who have plenty of hit points over on this side of the map, going to try to go for renamed user, but they're bleeding out quite a bit. Mike's going to try to play for Choo Choo here, going all the way around, but no. Choo Choo actually able to get the face hug and prevent that from occurring. Barcode puts in the shot. Mike not able to pen his, and Choo Choo gets the kill here. It's now a 4-on-3, make that a 3-on-3 as Kinisu pushes into Buck. But now Straight has focus fire on Freezy, and they're going for a ram kill. Doesn't quite connect. Q just misses his shot. Barcode's trying to sneak his way in, but Nisu does pick Choo-Choo all the way from the corner. Now it's 2v2. Barcode and renamed user against Kujis and Kanisu, and Kanisu actually has a really nice position at getting a crossfire going. He hits a shot into renamed user, and Kujis is going to try to sneak one in as well, but yeah, he does get the kill there. Barcode picks off Kujis though, and it's a brief 1v2 for a moment. Nisu puts a big shot into Barcode. He's going to back off and get hauled down here. It all comes to this 1 versus 1. If Barcode rolls low here, it could be an issue for him. Kanisu's about to reload. Barcode puts in the shell, and he takes it. Straight, despite having a bit of a slow start to that one, they are going to take game 1. And things are looking good for them, bad for 7elk to start things off, who definitely, 7elk had the advantage in that game after getting all of those bleeds on Kaz 5, but they weren't able to capitalize it into a win. And even though I will say Straight also didn't have very good focus fire, renamed user was too busy farming out and didn't get a kill on, I believe it was Ghost Rider for 7elk, but he did eventually get the shots in. Barcode was able to clean that game up in a nice 1 versus 2 clutch scenario. That's game 1. Game 2, the spawns will swap now. 7elk will have north, Straight will have south. And we're seeing Straight ease off a little bit with the German super heavies. We're going to be seeing 1 or 2 of them, only 1 it looks like. And it's going to be 1vx. And Straight's going back to meta, y'all. We're not used to seeing this, but Straight's not using the crazy strats anymore. They're running meta tanks. 3 IS-7s, 2 Chieftains, a Mouse, and they do run a Bat Chat. Barcode is a very good mobility tank player. He's got, I'm pretty sure, 4k average damage in the Leopard and some other tanks. He's a very good player. He will be running the Bat Chat for the team. 7elk will be buffing on their German super heavies, so they're going to be running 2 Mouse, a VK72, also a 113 GFT, so they're going to run a TD on this one. South spawn here for them. Actually, north spawn for 7elk, sorry. 2 IS-7s and a 2 and 5B for a damage output, so an interesting combo of tanks, but I think a combination of German super heavies and a tank destroyer could work because they're going to do their best to take the hits for him. And if you can keep that gun in the game, you know, that's going to be the most fearsome gun out of all of these tanks in the game right now, so Straight will have to pay particular attention to that one. And they're, of course, no stranger using tank destroyers. They've used plenty of their own in their strats, but I'm sure they're aware that they need to get that kill. Also, what's up? We see Trim, Cricket, Camino Eris, Nevis, Yaha, Mega Lion. Welcome, everyone. And here is game 2. And Straight seems to be heading towards C and D this time around. They've got the only light tank, medium tank in the game, their Bat Chat, which will be useful for information purposes and spotting. It seems like 7elk not fully committing to A, in fact. Like you tend to expect from their spawn. Barco actually getting lit quite early, but he spots 4 tanks from 7elk here. They're getting into the B base, and they will take the cap lead. But Barcode's going to try to drive directly into D. He might meet Freezy, but Straight are going to be supporting him, so we are actually going to see Straight take the cap lead immediately after. And look at the Mouse. They're actually going to get farmed on the side here. Uh-oh. They're going for their push, but now they're split a little bit. No, they're not going to be split. He's just going to be a little bit slower, but Ghost Rider is getting farmed here. Already bled. 2/3 of his hit points. 7elk are going for their push, but they haven't even found a tank yet. They've barely put in 2 shots of damage. 7elk will be pushing in their IS-7s into 1vx and Kaz. Choo-Choo will be there to back up though, but Straight's going to have a very quick kill on Ghost Rider. Barcode will be able to pick that one up. He does so, and already Straight are up a tank. They're going for the counter push directly into Kujis, and 7elk has a decision to make now. They were initially pushing into 1vx and Kaz and Choo-Choo, but now do they turn to the side and go to support Kujis? Schizo Ops in the TD might be a better focus fire target for Straight than Kujis. Kujis is still at 1500 hit points, but you need to kill that tank destroyer. He's going to farm you on the side. No, Schizo misses the shot entirely. Not good here. And even though 7elk will continue their push into Kaz 1vx, Kujis will fall. And Schizo Ops is likely to be next here. You definitely need to pick off the TD. He's going to go for an HE into DMG potentially. What's the plan? He does go for it. No, he doesn't actually shoot it. He's just going to be in a little of a face hug here with renamed user, but Straight pick off Freezy. They're going to go for Fady Wadey as well, and they're winning this brawl as well. 1vx taking out Kanisu, and they're going to be 2v1ing Mike all the way on the other side. 7Elk just abandoned their push. They initially went for it, then they decided to change, but 2 of their tanks decided to keep moving forward. And even though 1vx will go down, now Fady's going to fall to Barcode, Schizo-Ops also falls. And now it's just Mike left alone in a 1v1 against Kaz. But there's still 6 straight tanks. So Mike's going to drop this one as well, and straight are going to take a 2-0 lead here. Unless some miracle, you know, some act of God occurs, but I don't see it. In comes Barcode, and 7Elk are going to be down 2-0. A reverse sweep would keep them alive, and they definitely need to get it all together for this next map. I don't know what the map is. Straight clearly doing a better job on Yukon here as they take both games quite convincingly. The second one, not the first one. That one was clutch, but second game, absolute steamroll. They just caught the sides of the mouse. Bit of an unlucky positioning on 7Elk's part, but then they just abandoned the rest of their push and didn't really help out with the rest of their IS-7s, and the fact that they split their push kind of killed them. Straight was able to just pounce on one side. 1vx and I think it was Kaz in the back. They were just able to hold on long enough. But that was game 1 and 2. Game 3 is going to be on Hellas, it looks like. Games 3 and 4 will both be on Hellas if it gets to game 4, which is a fun map in my opinion. It's interesting because 2 of the caps are right next to each other, A and B. But base C offers better map control overall, so while, you know, a lot of teams could be tempted to just take A, B and hold it, base C is also useful. And it looks like 7Elk are running pretty light lineup here with their 95E6s. They've got 3 of them. So I don't see this as an A-B hold. That's definitely not what they're going to be trying to do here. This looks like a C play entirely. Straight also looking like C will be in their you know, repertoire. You've got a Bat Chat. They're not running anchor down tanks, although the Krons are good at anchoring. I suppose most of these tanks are actually quite good at anchoring, so it's entirely possible, but Chieftain and IS-7, the Bat Chat make me think that they might not be doing so. They're going to be running 3 Krons, 60 TP IS-7, Bat Chat, and Chieftain. 7Elk with... They're getting rid of 3 95E6s, but they will run 2 of them. E5 IS-7. Nope, they're still switching things up here. We got to do our map intro here for Hellas, but I guess we'll see what 7Elk's lineup is. And here's game 3. Hellas is the map. It looks like 7Elk locked in with an IS-7, Kronvon, Superconk 200, E5, and 2 E6s, so got a assortment of tanks here, but Freezy going to immediately step on A. Barcode will immediately get on B, so brief cap lead here. I believe actually Barcode maybe got it first. Yeah, Barcode's going to take it, so Straight will have a lead, but Freezy gets blind reset from Choo Choo. He's going to back right off. Good play. Because I think Barcode's going to try to go for the spotting now. Yeah, he lights Freezy. Freezy may be able to put in a shot. No, Barcode gets away, but the base is defended, actually. 7Elk have put 4 tanks over on C. Straight have put in 3, so that's actually a mismatch here. If 7Elk go to push it, I lied, that's 5 tanks. The 95E6 is blended together for me. He's going to attempt to retake A again, Freezy will. And I think 7Elk realized that, you know, Straight, they've likely not kept more tanks on it. They got the reset, they have the base lead, and that's all they want. And now rotating more tanks towards the C side. However, again, 7Elk do have the mismatch here if they do decide to push it. However, they just don't have all of the info right now. They don't know where all of Straight's tanks are. Choo Choo all the way back in B, but 7Elk doesn't know it. Kanisu's actually getting lit here, and Barcode still going for some spots in the back here. Oh, so Subdroodles is in the chat on YouTube. What's up, Droodles? Welcome. And again, if Straight wins this and nothing crazy happens on Group A side, Straight make top 8. So this is absolutely huge for them. They are currently up 2-0. If they win one of the next 3 games, they make top 8, which would be incredibly clutch on their side. Unfortunate for Gosu, who dropped out of this PYS early after having an incredible PYS 1 and 2. But this one, again, they dropped out a little bit early. Schizo and DMG trading shots. DMG firing an HE, but Schizo actually does pen 418 damage into TMG, so that's a positive elixir trade from 7elk, and Schizo's just in a much more forward position. DMG backs up too much. He could get hit from other tanks. Or at least he has no idea where else all of these 7elk tanks are, but they're actually going to drop away from C. They're not going to be pushing that. Instead, rotating back maybe towards A. They seem to be a little bit indecisive here. Kujis and Mike, no, they're just taking further back positions here in case Straight goes push onto the C side, but I don't think Straight's going to be doing that. They only have 3 tanks here. Most of them are pretty far in the back. 7elk are going to push AB, and Choo Choo actually could get himself caught here. He's not spotting anything. They'll detect Freezy in just a moment if he moves forward, but at the moment, nothing. Still no moving. Kinisu is detected. He's going to move forward and spot Freezy here. Kinisu is taking a hit. There's Freezy. There's a shot from Choo Choo. A second one? Not quite. He's going to go for Freezy here. Hit that? No. Freezy gets away. The cap lead is maintained for Straight, and they are holding B as well. But what this tells 7elk is that maybe they're not holding C as strong as they need to be. And this is going to be a push for them. The 95E6 has moved forward once again. They are going to be playing aggressive here. The Kronvons holding tight for Straight, but how will 7elk do this? Ghost Rider, Fady Wadey coming in from behind on DMG. I think Straight are realizing that the push is occurring. Barcode's coming in, renamed user 1VX are all going to be supporting here. The Kronvons are putting shots into Mike, but several Straight players missing their shots, and DMG is now going to be the source of fire here. He's going to drive forward. Schizo Ops is going to be right behind him. Should be able to pick up the kill here, but Straight with their Kronvons making plays in the 95E6s, and Mike goes down. Kujis is going to be the next target here. So one tank is traded on either team. It also looks like Choo Choo is on A now, pushing Kinisu back. He's stopping the points. 830 for Straight and counting, and Straight are going to counter push right into Kujis here, who runs into a rock. He's lit on fire. Unfortunate rock driving there. That's now the Kujis rock. And unfortunately, 7elk lose another tank. It's now a 6v5. They're making a play on 1vx here, but they also need to stop bases A and B, who Choo Choo just grabbed base A away from 7elk. They're going to try to go for the kill on 1vx here. He needs to put in one more shot to be useful. He does put a big one into Fade. Fade's incredibly low, but Choo Choo gets the kill in Kinisu. And Straight get the 3-0 win over 7elk. Congratulations to them on that. As long as nothing crazy happens on the other side, if Naps wins the group, Straight will not make top 8. Other than that, Straight did just surpass Gosu in points guaranteed. So congratulations to Straight. That was very hard fought after losing their first set in a 3-0 fashion, coming back for the dubs. Congratulations to Straight on that. And really quickly, if I look, I guess in game, we can give it a check really quickly here. In the tournament, we can see if Naps is in or out. Naps are still playing against Purple. This set's not over. Now Straight is in top 8 unless Naps wins this entire group over Reggie and Purple. But at this point, Gosu is no longer in top 8. Gosu either gets passed by Straight or Naps. So RIP to Gosu. But that's that set. Congrats again to Straight. RIP 7elk. Good luck in Challengers. And we'll go back to just chatting as we set up the 4th and final set of the night. Elev versus Straight, the rematch. We watched them play already the very first set, but this is going to be a new one. So you've got Elev on the left, Straight on the right. And let's check the maps ahead of time. I'm excited for these maps already, though, because I see what the first one is. It's Canal. I love Canal. Canal's a fun map. Maybe seeing Elev and Straight. Straight run crazy strats, and Elev is Straight run crazy strats, and Canal is a crazy map for strats, so we could see something else creative from them. Also, what's up, Bradley Wong and Numbnuts? I missed your guys' message on YouTube. What is up? The But yeah, this is huge. Straight are in top 8 unless Naps wins it. So we'll see. Oh, no. Y'all, hold on. How much time is left in this? 3 minutes. Okay. I'll just show it. Purple beats Naps 3-1. So I believe top 8 is decided. I believe, yeah, Naps is no longer in top 8. Straight's ahead of them on points. Straight's ahead of Gosu on points. And the only teams that are left are teams that are already in top 8. So it's going to be Purple, Reggie, Alev, Straight, and then we've got Leverage, Origin, Ponda, and Joker. That's your top 8. It is all set. Congrats on Straight from bringing it back. RIP to the homies in Gosu for not making it this season. Y'all had a great start, but better luck next time. Good luck in Challengers. But we're already seeing crazy stuff. Look at the Straight lineup. Oh boy. Looking forward to this one. 3 bat chats, 2 IS of 7s, excuse me, VK72, 113 GFT. They're running 3 lights and a TD. I love only meta tanks really, and then a 95E6, which is not quite meta but still strong. But 3 IS7s, 2 Chiefs, a Kron, 95E6. So I expected to see some interesting lineups, and Straight is going to run one. Lever just going to keep it tried and true. Maybe we'll choose a Straight up. Most people voted for 7 elk here. Straight are going to be the ones to win it. That's tough. Celestial must be mad after getting kicked off. Yeah, rip Celestial. Anyway. I'm excited to see this set. Doesn't matter at the end of the day. The winner of this will directly qualify, but the loser will still have enough points to qualify. So that's good for both of these teams. It just means that, you know, this is some practice, I suppose. But yeah, Straight are top 8. Visa says DMG learning his lesson at the last day PYS's. He took the dub. Anyway, let me do this prediction really quick. There we go. And yeah, 20 seconds left until this first game here. Honestly, yeah, again, this set doesn't matter in terms of who wins, so it's maybe a strat showcase more or less. But I want to see what Straight does with 3 bats and a TD. And anyway, here's the map intro for Connect. I see messages. Oop, I forgot to reset the score. I love to not win yet. See messages in the chat about Naps being forever fated to be top 12. Many people forget that Naps made top 3 like a couple of years ago. They made top 3. Granted, that was a completely different team. Those were GG players, and the current Naps team is just they took the clan over, which the original Naps players aren't really happy about, but Naps is a taken over clan. But the original clan did in fact get top 3 before, which is impressive. However, you know, yeah, the current Naps team isn't even the main Naps team from last season. After players left, I think a couple of them are in Leverage, and I think a few are actually on the 7 Elk team, but yeah. This is a different Naps team than from last season. Watachu does quickly grab B-Base from 11, and Straight did not get the resets on it. However, Watachu is getting blood out here. He's already lost 1,000 hit points. He will get behind this building, but Straight with 2 of their batch hits are going to quickly grab the A-Base. They've got Barcode all the way in the back here. He actually gets lit. He does take a hit, but he is going to continue putting shots into Watachi, who is getting bled out significantly. He's on 17 hit points. Buck has another shot, but he misses the kill. Renamed User misses the kill as well, and he's actually going to start bleeding for it himself. And Watachi's alive on 17. Will Kaz sneak it? No. But DMG actually getting spotted out in his tank destroyer. He's taking lots of damage. Renamed User, who's trying to retake B, is now taking damage. Straight, who originally got some good bleeds into Alev, are now getting bled out quite heavily themselves. Renamed User getting reset from Ahmed, who's going to put in 2 shots. And he may go down here. He gets hit by Zone, and yeah, Trim getting the kill. Alev will get the opening kill. Watachi surviving on 17. Barcode's trying to sneak something in, sneakily, but unfortunately for Straight, they lose a tank in the opening. They have 3 Bat Chats still alive, and their TD is still alive. They're just missing one of their IS-7s, but immediately they're going to rotate in towards their own spawn and see if they can go for some sneaky spots. Barcode should light Kura, but he is close enough to the Alev team to get lit himself, and RGK Kura barely missing their shots on him. But he does spot 4 tanks, which is useful information for the Straight team. We're currently down on the bases, and the points are just ticking and ticking and ticking, as they are down a capture point entirely. So Lev, they just need to hold here. That's all they have to do. Straight will be forced to push, and they already have very, limited ability to push. They're down a heavy tank, and they have 3 Bat Chats. Pushing is going to be incredibly difficult for them, and Elev needs to be aware of this. I believe they are. RGA gets hit blind, actually. Nice shot from Kaz. I don't think he knows that it hit, but it did in fact hit. So Kaz, if you're watching the stream, good job, man. Barcode sneaks a shot into Ahmed. He's lit, though. And Choo-Choo is going to step on C. Big shot into Ahmed, but he's going to take 2 himself. But look at Zone. Zone took a ton of damage here. The Bat Chats were lined up on him, and he was originally... Oh, no. I was going to say he was there to reset C, but Mystic resets C by an ammo rack on Choo-Choo, and now Straight are down 2 tanks. I will say, though, they brought the hit points back quite a bit up until that ammo rack. But it's a 7v5 now. It's going to be even harder for Straight to do something. However, their Bat Chats are putting in work. I will say that. They're going to go for a kill on Ahmed now. Barcode farming this without getting lit. But Kaz gets ammo rack. 2 ammo racks in 1 game. I didn't see how many hit points that was, but that's unlucky for Straight. They're getting close to getting these kills, but not quite getting them. 1VX should pick up the kill here. They're going to stop D. They do pick up Zone. But now, both of the Bat Chats are reloading here, and the Cheetans are just going to farm. DMG getting in there with his Tank Destroyer. He puts a shot into Mystic, but it's not going to be enough. Buck goes down, 1VX goes down. It's a 2 versus 5. And even though the strat was creative and Barcode was actually in quite a good spot, he got 2 ammo racks, which definitely hurt them. And they lost their IS-7 in the opening. If they didn't lose their IS-7 in the opening, things could have been different. But unfortunately for Straight, their creative strat did not pay off, and Elev did take game 1 with plenty of tanks remaining. Straight just never had the advantage at all that game after they lost their tank in the opening. I had hopes for their Bat Chat push, but it did not work out. What's up, Orioles? Welcome to the stream. And Pharaoh Kidden, good to have you. Yeah, game 1 for Elev there. Game 2, we're going to be seeing crazy lineups again. Oh my god, I started having 4 Bat Chats. There's no shot, right? There's no shot. Bat Chats actually played quite well last game. I will give them that. But Elev, they're going to rock more IS-7s here. More meta tanks only, pretty much. iMovie music, this is just lo-fi. Have you heard of lo-fi before? Why is NA Professional still top 8 and not top 6? Or Sherman? Yeah, 4 IS-7s, a T100, Kron, and Chieftain. Straight are not going to run 4 Bat Chats, but they will put in a 268. 2 Krons, 2 IS-7s, and 2 Bats. I like it, I like it. They believe in the TD. I don't know why you'd run a 268 over a 113 GFT, though. The box tank does work quite well. The 268, I mean, it's not bad, but it doesn't have great gun handling. Unless it got buffed, and I'm just not aware. I don't play Tank Destroyers at all. I can't remember the last time I played the 268. It's certainly been at least a year. But maybe it does have decent gun handling. Who knows? Maybe it's just Russian and it hits its shots anyway. But Alev keeping things simple with their lineup here. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Alev has been clean all season long. I'm losing my voice here. Let me grab another water bottle real quick. Thankfully, my fridge is pretty close to my setup, so I can just go ahead and grab one. But here is game 2. And this time it looks like it is straight, trying to quickly get into the B base. Are they doubling it? Or are they just going strictly through the middle? No, they're doubling B. They're tripling B. When have you ever seen a triple B cap from straight? Really, any team. I've never seen a triple B cap here, but they're going for it. They're not getting reset, but look at Trim immediately going in for a flanking play here, but look at all these straight tanks. They're all here. Trim and Suoko are going to put big shots into Choo Choo, though. He takes 1,000 damage in the opening. And straight do get the B base. Now they're going to counter push with Kaz and Buck. Alev could be in trouble here. But they have good bleeds on Choo Choo and Buck, so they're going to play back, but now Mystic is getting tracked out. Renamed user puts in another tracking shell. He's stuck. Kaz is going to put one in. Choo Choo's going to put one in, and he goes down quickly. The Alev are actually in trouble here, but look at Zone Kura. He's getting around over on this side of things, but look at straight. They've got the Bat Chat behind him. They've got the 268 behind him, and he will fall most likely. Is DMG going to put in that shot? Does put it in. But Alev are starting to look a little bit better on this side of things. They did get the pick off on Choo Choo, and now Renamed will go down. Kaz could be in a bit of trouble himself. But 1DX is actually getting completely destroyed by Watachu here in the T100. And not a whole lot of support from Barcode or DMG. Trim will fall, though. The Barcode should get this kill. DMG going to be able to look on the other side, but Buck will fall. Kaz is still alive. He's going to sneak a shot into Suoko here. But it's a 3-on-4 right now. Alev are down a tank, but Ahmed should get the kill on Buck as long as he doesn't low roll. 432 actually, it's going to take an average roll to do it. So Buck is going to hold on tight a little bit more. Ahmed's just waiting to reload an extra shell. But Buck puts one in. Ahmed should be able to get both shells in for a clear, and he does get it, but he's going to bleed an extra shot for it as well. It's a 3-on-3. DMG holding all the way back in the 268. Barcode going for an aggressive push. He's the only medium light tank left. He can just run around and try to grab bases for the straight team. And RGK, who has the hit points, is going to have to do something crazy here in order to take hits for his team. He tried to go for a blind shot on DMG, but DMG is going to connect a big one right there. He gets lit. RGK takes a big one. And straight are actually looking better in the end game. Kaz does sneak a kill on Ahmed as well. I didn't see where Ahmed was. But Barcode's just going to get right into the D base. Hopefully he doesn't get blind fire. Don't sit in a bush. He doesn't sit in the bush, but Suoko goes for a blind shot. Doesn't hit it. Barcode puts one into Suoko, who's now a one-shot. And straight are looking excellent right now. Kaz is completely covered by the 268, and he's just aiming in, waiting for Lev to make some sort of play. And Barcode not even worrying about the base anymore. He's just going to see if he can sneak the kill on Suoko. Misses the shot. He's going to hold on to his shell, though, not reload the clip quite yet. And DMG's going to sit on A. This will give RGK a little bit of opportunity here now that Alev knows that, you know, DMG isn't pre-aiming him, and he's going to try to go for a push on Kaz. He steps on base B. Kaz backs out in time, though, and RGK is not going to spot him. Base A is grabbed. Barcode does finally get the kill on Suoko. Now it's DMG, Barcode, and Kaz alone against 3 tanks, and RGK does stop the B base, but he's going to have a Bat Chat behind him. And it could be challenging. Yeah, DMG puts in a big shot there. Nicely done. And straight looking good in the end game. Having that Bat Chat alive at the end put a ton of pressure on Alev. Missing the first shot, RGK is going to try to sneak something in, but misses the shot. Barcode will finish it off. Straight are on the board against Alev, winning a nice game 2 there. 268 and Bat Chat combo did work out very well there. We're talking about the intro. I see. I don't know. I didn't make the intro. Wargaming did. They sent it to me. Anyway, it is tied 1-1 after the first map, which is Canal. We're going to move on to Dynasty. And I don't really think there's a whole lot of room for Straight to be running their super crazy creative strats on this one. So where's the music? It's just very quiet. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, not a whole lot of room on this map for any shenanigans strats. They're going to be running German super heavies just how everyone else does. And the Lev are going to be running a very similar strat to what they did already. Or was it straight 7 elk we saw on this map? Either way, we're seeing 2 mouse, 2 VK, and I7 and 2 chieftain. I believe they did run on this map. Straight rocking with 3 mouse, 2 VK72, a VK90, and a 113. You don't normally see 113s anymore. I don't think it's a great tank in the current meta. It lost its DPM and it lost its alpha damage. I don't know. Maybe it didn't lose its DPM that bad, but I don't know. I don't agree with the tank personally, but you know, if straight must have a role for it. It should be. I would imagine it's useful for them in some way. I don't think they'd run it for no reason. Who knows? But 113 it is. And 6 German super heavies. If that's not an AB play, then I don't know. I mean, really, you can go see you there as well, I suppose. Doesn't really work too well with the hills, but it's not like they're going to be able to stop you very easily. Anyway, that is game 3 we're about to see here on Dynasty Pro. My voice is dying, man. My voice is dying. Also, real quick plug. Join my Discord, y'all. We're almost at 1,000 members. And here's game 3. Straight 11. And Lev, after seeing Straight's lineup of 6 German super heavies, it looks like they're still making their strat towards the A side. That's a lot of balls for them, but I do respect it. They've got plenty of tanks that can deal with the super heavies, though, like the chieftains. They've got pretty good guns. But it looks like we are going to be seeing the two teams just spotting each other straight up. 113 just going to stay right here. I guess this is his anchor position. And out of all the tanks on the straight team, having a 113 be the anchor is a little awkward. A couple of shots bouncing off of each other. No damage has been dealt yet. But Lev with their 2 mouse in the lane are going to hit Kaz. Kaz missing his shot in return. And it's not easy to pen a mouse here. VK72 a little bit more penable with gold. But there we go. First shot from straight into Mystic. But yeah, both teams are incredibly heavily lined up over on C. I will say they are on A, but I will say straight having a couple tanks in the B area is a little bit split off, but DMG is going to immediately go for a B grab and give straight the cap lead. I don't know if this game is going to go down to cap, though, to be honest. RGA taking several hits in the crossing. And there we go, DMG putting in another one. Straight are up 2,000 hit points almost, about 1,500. But they're going for a quick push on Barcode, and Barcode doesn't have support. He's going to cross in front of RGK and Watachu. They both put big ones in. I don't know why Barcode stayed still there. Now he's just going to get shot in the rear by Cricket and Trim. He will die here. Trim not able to put in a shell, but we're seeing a counter push from renamed user Choo Choo 1VX, and Watachi's going to die actually before Barcode does. Barcode's going to keep running, and he's actually getting himself safe. And if they want to go for him, if they want to go for the kill... Oh, never mind. Zone gets it all the way from A. I was going to say they have to chase him pretty far, but unfortunately Barcode not getting himself as safe as I thought he was. And a really good focus fire from Alev, also getting the kill on Kaz next. 1VX could be the next target. Straight's going to go for RGK, but 1VX not able to pen. Bouncing that shot. Unfortunate for him, and yeah, he's just going to get farmed out from the rear. And things are looking very good for Alev right now. 6 tanks left. RGK still alive. Buck not going to be able to easily get the kill. He will get it. Mystic kind of missing the hit point share there, but Trim picks up Buck. And now it's just the 2 mouse left alive for Straight against 5. Alev still has plenty of damage output left in the game here to make it very difficult for Straight to bring this back. Mouse not the most flexible tank, not an easy tank to clutch in. And I think we're going to be seeing Alev take this one as well. Some bleeds in the opening is better focus fire from Alev though. They just did a good job of hitting their shots, setting up crossfires, and seemed like the mouse maybe from Straight took a little bit too much time to get themselves into the fight here, and so Love having their better damage output are going to be taking game 3 here as well. Love 1 game away from winning Preview Skill 3. Straight in to win the next 2 to do so themselves. Barcode only with 300 damage there. 113 was clearly not to play. Then again, most of Straight tanks didn't even do 1,000 damage, so there's that. But could this be the last game? Love looked incredible in the previous one. If they keep it up, they're going to be your PYS 3 champions for Group 2. Straighter can keep in their German Super Heavies, though, and I don't disagree with it. I think spamming German Super Heavies is a good idea. But their weakness was clearly a 113, and Love took good care of him. I'll just put it like that. They killed him rather quickly. But we're seeing E3 now instead. Fair enough. I mean, that's a pretty heavy tank. And it's got a nice gun. But it won't be able to survive a Lev pushing it if they run it. No, they're going to go for 7 German Super Heavies. I like it. I really do. I do. 4 mouse, 2 VK, and a VKP. Fair enough. I want to see what the hit point total. Are they going to pass 20k? I think they could. I think they will, actually. Yeah, I think they should pass 20k. Is the mouse... Oh, no, because the mouse might be running armor. They should be running armor. All these tanks should be running armor instead of HP, in my opinion. But they'll be close. They'll be very close. Here's game 4. Love rocking it. This meta tanks 3 IS7s, 2 chieftains, 1 mouse, was that? And a 60 TP. Oh, VK72, not a mouse. But yeah, do they pass 20k HP? Please. No, so close. Dang. Man. Choo Choo says, please sub to 34. Let's go. I'm getting free shoutouts on my own stream. Perfect. Sub to Kujis YT. Yes. That's Kujis. Kunis Blitz. RGK. RGK, you have a YouTube? No. I don't know. Lots of plugs on the stream. Shout out to everyone from 11 and Straight with the YouTube. Pretty sure DMG has an old YouTube. Sub to DMG. But anyway. I love going to be pushing aggressively to see. They're going to take it quickly. Straight are playing very split here. They've got a couple tanks to hold their own spawn, and Buck going for a blind reset. He gets lit though. Mystic does not get lit. So Love will take a quick cap lead. Straight are going to go for A, but these tanks are tall, and in theory they could get reset over this hill, but I don't think anyone from 11 is set up to do that. However, 11 knows that Straight has at least 1 tank set up in their own spawn. They could go for a quick push on it, but no, they're going to try to take B here. Choo Choo's getting bled. He was driving up on top of these stairs, and that makes him so tall that he is going to get hit there. But Mystic may not have an easy time grabbing B because, yeah, these Straight tanks are definitely tall enough to shoot over and into B, so Love's not going to do that, but they have already equalized the hit points. Straight had nearly 20,000 at the beginning, but it's already been equalized. And there's 3 tanks from Love here that are going to try to get shots on Barcode here. No, they're just going to push right through. Barcode puts a shot in, but Love are just going to drive right into renamed user Kaz, 1VX, and Choo Choo here. Choo Choo's not really set up to support. Mystic is going to step B, so there's like a couple different things that Straight has to deal with right now. They're putting 2 tanks on Kura on the other side of the map, but Mystic is getting bled pretty hard. Buck's going to go for him instead, which I think is the right play. He does get him from behind, and Straight are actually pushing nicely through B. Renamed User is getting surrounded by all of these Alev tanks. Shrim Watachi while going in, and Chuchu will fall as well, so Alev will get 2 kills out of this one, whereas Straight are only getting 1, but they're going to be dealing with the zone on the other side of the map here. He tried pushing into Straight's spawn. So it's going to be a 5v5 in a moment here, but Barco getting quite low himself. And RGK could definitely pick him off here. That would be very big for Alev, going up a tank in the endgame here. Because right now, Straight's looking very good on the tanks, but 1vx is actually going to be able to try to hit point share for him. But he misses the shot. And the 60 TP is amazing at, being low profile and keeping alive, bouncing those face hug shots. But he is getting hit quite hard here. Lev is going to flank in and get the kill on Barcode, so they are the tank up right now. But 1vx gets the kill. Kaz is trying to hit point share for 1vx, but Tachi backing up over the hill will be able to shoot over the mouse. 1vx could kill Suoko here, though. He's going to reload. No, Suoko barely gets the shot in. Now it's a tank up here for for Alev. Straight still have the hit points, though. It's a 3v3. Suoko is getting himself nuked. Buck is going to grab the B base. And Straight's actually looking fine here in this 3 versus 3 scenario. DMG going to sneak himself around, try to get the kill on Suoko. That way, Suoko finally realizing that he's there, but DMG's going to drive right on in. And he will pick that up. Don't miss. No, Suoko's driving forward enough, but DMG does get the kill, so it's a 3-on-2. But DMG does take a hit from Cricket. And Kaz is getting himself in here, but Watachi is incredibly low. Buck just needs to join the fight at the moment. Cricket trying to kill DMG, but he sneaks another shot into Watachi, and Straight are actually going to equalize here, it looks like. Kaz missing the kill shot. Buck going for Cricket. I like the crossfire. DMG does go down, but puts one more shot into Cricket. It's a 2-on-2. Straight have 2 base points. Watachi and Cricket are nowhere close to stopping A or B. And Cricket, who is getting stopped here. Kaz going to try to sneak in a kill here. Does so. 920 points. And now it's just Cricket left alone against 2. He brings Kaz to a 1-shot, but you have to chew through 1,300 hit points of Buck and stop 2 bases. And so Buck's saying touchy. He wants to go for the ram. I don't think Cricket wants that to occur. He's going to back off. They're going to win it on the caps. Buck not able to shoot in time, but Straight have equalized it here. Tie game going into the last one here. 99% of points going towards Alev's way in the prediction. But here we are in the tiebreaker. That would be a big scare for everyone who voted for Alev here. Buck with 5,602 kills. Absolute carry there. Masterclass from Buck. Keeping Straight's hopes alive here. Very nicely done for him. We're going to move back to the setup here, and I'm going to give a crown to Buck. 5.6k, clutching it up when it matters. Things looking very good for Straight here. But Vineyards is the last map, and Alev have the South Spawn. The South Spawn, which is arguably the better one in terms of map control. They're going to rock 3 Chieftains, 2 IS-7s, a 62 in the Quran. Straight with 2 Batchats, a 113 GFT, 2 Krons, and 2 Chieftains. We saw Straight play in this map before, and their weakness was not being able to hold on long enough in the center. And Alev were able to push through it, and no problem. Straight also completely bled a tank when they were on the north spawn in the opening. It was Choo-Choo. But what will Straight do differently this time? We've already seen these 2 teams play on this exact map, and Straight did not cook. And now they're on the worst spawn. How will it go for them? We're about to find out. Game 5, winner qualifies to top 8. Loser also qualifies to top 8, but in a different way. No stakes for this one, but it's still exciting to watch. Love going to make a last-second swap to the 2 and 5B. And here we are on Vineyards, going to be the last map here for the day. And let's get it. And this is it. This is for all the marbles here. Just kidding. Obviously, no stakes for this one, but still exciting. But Witachu gonna step into B base slightly slower than Barcode, getting into A for straight, but Alev don't have a reset on A. As long as Barcode doesn't greed himself out and get spotted in blind shot. No, he is gonna drive forward, spot things, but still gonna cap A. He's very lucky there that he didn't get reset. However, wouldn't have made a big diff because it looks like Straight gonna take C in the opening as well, get themselves an early cap lead. Also shot into Kura, who's gonna be taking the power position for the IS-7 here to hold against A, but he's not going to find anyone here. Instead, Straight all lined up with their chieftains in positions that I don't really know are best. Kaz5 could definitely get caught out here from A, but instead renamed user going to potentially have side shots into Kura. The question is, will anyone from Ruins be able to hit him? The answer is yes. Cricket, Suoko, and Trim could all have shots on him if he peeks like this. He's going to sneak one into Kura and not take any damage from it, though. So that's looking good for him, and Alev is mostly bunched up on the B side of things. Straight have taken the cap lead again with 2 bases, and their Kronbon's holding in the middle here. Definitely a better centralized position for Straight this time around. They've still not taken any damage yet, so they're doing a good job of not bleeding early. However, Alev is going to push right behind a renamed user here. He's going to be caught, but DMG is lined up in his tank destroyer. Going to put big shots in. No, he's not in position. He's not ready. And Suoko Cricket could actually cause problems for renamed user here, but Barcode, Kaz, renamed user are actually all here to put shots into Suoko. Barcode's going to be able to put in a couple. However, 1VX is getting shot from the IS-7s on top of A, and they are going to take the base. Suoko's quite low, Kura is quite low, but 1VX will be the first tank to die, and renamed user not very healthy himself. He's going to sneak something into Kura, but take 2 shots himself, 3 shots as Trim gets the kill. And now Straight seems to be a little bit surrounded. DMG going to take a little bit of time to get in, but Buck dies. That's 3 tanks already dead for Straight. They were holding on nicely for a minute, and DMG does get the first kill, but now Kaz is surrounded. Trying to go for the kill on Suoko, but he misses it. Mystic with a big HE. Witachi will get the kill over on this side, though, and Straight are up on the capture points in the end game, getting the kill on Cricket as well. So it's a 3v3 here. Hit points are in massive favor of Alev, though. And RGK's got a full clip in his Kronvon. However, Choo-Choo stopping the B base. Barcode getting shots on Trim. DMG also getting shot on Trim, who bleeds 1700 in the instant. And RGK has to stop A here. That's his only play, is to stop A base. Gonna try to sneak a kill on Barcode, but Barcode's caught out. No, he barely gets around in time. Trim's gonna go around, but Straight takes it on the points anyway. Stopping B, taking A and C. Straight with the upset win over Alev. Qualifying directly to top 8. If anyone had a question about the points, if you had a question about the math, makes no difference. Straight take the dub anyway. Huge win for Straight over Alev, 3-2. With very close to dropping that one. If Barcode got hit one more time by RGK, that could have been disaster for them, but the capture points were enough to take it. Alev, they were doing better on the hit points, but they never stopped the bases. And the crazy DMG strats are enough to take it. Congrats to Straight. Alev, still no issues for them. They were 5th place in terms of points, and there's no way that they're dropping enough. They qualify for top 8 either way. But still, feels good for Straight. That's vindication there. So congrats to them. Let's take a look at the other group if I go ahead and pull up the website. We'll see how things went that way. So that's loading, it's loading, okay. So, it looks like, I didn't full screen, awkward. In the end, Reggie going to directly qualify with a win on Group 1 over Purple. And again, for the other group, I have to zoom out for some reason. I hate how it makes me do that. Straight qualifying with a win over Alev. Feels good for them, man. Feels good. So yeah, your top 8 will be straight 11 RG purple, and then the 4 teams that also qualified. So in the end, even though these 2 sets didn't really matter a whole lot, it's guaranteed. In case that the math was somehow wrong for straight qualifying over Gosu, this guarantees it. Straight is now in. So good job to them and everyone else. This is the end of Prove Your Skill 3. This is the end of all of the qualifiers for Blitz Stellar Cup 2023 fall season. And top 8 is determined. That's going to be starting soon. I don't have right in front of me. Let me go to my Just Chatting and I can pull up the calendar for the season, actually. Let's do that. I'm not going to pull it up on stream, but looks like professional round robin starts on the 26th on Thursday. So we've got a bit of time right now. So today's Saturday. We've got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to chill. Next stream is going to be Thursday for round robin for top 8. And the way that it's going to work there is the 2 best teams from top 8 round robin immediately go to top 4. And then the bottom 2 teams are eliminated, and then the other 4 teams, places 3 through 6, they go for a double elimination tournament. So that's how that's going to work. Oh, also the prediction, yeah. People who voted for straight getting so many points here. I got to look at the summary for this one. Mojays wins all the points here. Holy cow. Mojays put in 1,080 points. Sneaky Turtles put in 1. Sneaky, you're not getting anything. But Mojays wins like 80,000 points here. That's huge. That's huge. Mojays gets 80,000 points just from that. That is nuts. Congratulations, Mojays. Anyway, yeah, stream on Saturday. I will catch y'all Saturday. But I'm going to be taking time off, I think, until then. I don't think I'm going to be doing any other streams in the meantime. My voice needs to rest, and I'm tired and all of that, you know, so I'll be taking time off. But we're going to go ahead and call the stream here. So if you are on Twitch, you're going to start the raid right now. But otherwise, I will catch y'all around. It's been a pleasure streaming with y'all. One more plug for my Discord. We're getting close to 1,000 members. Please join. I would really appreciate it. We're a level 3 server, so if you like having like level 3 boost perks, we're there. You also get a custom role for boosting if you want to boost yourself. But yeah, y'all should totally join. Anyway, that's it for me. Stop plugging myself. I'll catch you on on Thursday for the next stream. And yeah, as always, stay safe. Happy tanking.